Telugu Theatre has a rich history, dating back to the 2nd century BC. The major kinds of Telugu theatre include folk theatre, padya natakam, parishath natakam, gadya natakam or social plays, prayoga natakam or experimental plays, and street theatre. Mr. Udaybhanu, director, actor, and a respected Telugu theatre personality, talks about the rich heritage of Telugu theatre.
A warm welcome to you all on behalf of Support Elders. We are here to listen to the story of the journey of Telugu Theatre. We are privileged to have with us Sri Udaybhanu. Welcome, sir. And in conversation with him, Sri Shapun Mondol. Welcome, sir. The two distinguished theatre personalities of Hyderabad. Introducing Udaybhanu is a daunting task. So I am going to do what is done for all eminent personalities. I am going to borrow his words only. Sri Udaybhanu had acted in railways and worked in theatre. And post-retirement, he is both acting and working in theatre. An alma mater of Osmania University Theatre Arts, he founded his theatre group Bhumika in 1989. Since then, he has acted, directed and produced plays in Telugu as well as in Hindi. In 1999, he was granted a senior fellowship by the Ministry of Human Resource Development to work on few folk forms of the region to enrich theatre from folk inputs. His production Charandasu, a Telugu adaptation of Habib Tanvir's Charandas Chor, won a Nandi Award. An executive committee member of Assetage India, the Indian chapter of the global organization Assetage, he is till date working with actors and sharpening their skills. Once again, welcome to the talk, sir. Sri Shapun Mondol is the founder director of the group Shudrak Hyderabad. He is also from railways and associated with theatre for more than 2 decades. Since then, he has acted, adapted and directed several plays in Hindi, Bengali and Telugu and won accolades and appreciations from both the audiences and critics alike. His prominent productions are Bengali and Hindi adaptation of Albert Camus' Caligula, Badul Sarkar's Shara Rattir and Kissa Andher Nagarika, to name a few. Sri Mondol is an active member of Assetage India. He participated in the World Congress of Assetage held at Warsaw, Poland and Cape Town, South Africa. He was one of the organizers of TIFLI Hyderabad 2015, a theatre festival for the children. He is a name in the theatre circuit of Hyderabad, and he, along with his group Shudrak Hyderabad, has performed in different stages across India. Welcome to the talk, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Sauravi. And welcome, Uday sir. Uday sir, we know you have an interesting journey yourself in Telugu theatre, and also you have a trove of stories of the journey of Telugu theatre. We know, like other regional languages in India, Telugu theatre has its roots in the folk form. But we are interested to know about Telugu proscenium theatre, which started in 19th century. And how the proscenium Telugu theatre journeyed and reached today. We also want to know about the legends of Telugu proscenium theatre. We want to know about your journey in Telugu theatre and your group's contribution.
Thank you very much, all of you. And thank you, Sauravi, for giving me an nice introduction. Okay. I love that quotation where I always feel I've worked in theatre and acted in railways. It's my favorite quotation, which is true, actually. Okay. Which is not an exaggeration. Okay. The railway job has allowed me that luxury. Okay, before starting in the beginning, let me put the whole Telugu theatre thing in its perspective. As in other regions of India, Telugu theatre also has its folk origins. We have Vidhi natakam, we have Bhagavatams, so many things. Okay. And it is, as in the other regions, it is centuries old. Okay. Because you will find some references in 9th century poetry and etc. about theatre performances. But we don't have any documentation about the kind of theatre that happened in those days. But we know that theatre happened hundreds of years ago. So to make things simpler and put it in a proper perspective, the first modern Telugu play happened in 1880. It was staged in Rajahmundry, a town called Rajahmundry, where some amateur people have gathered to do a small play. It's a satire on lawyers and Brahmin community and all that. They staged that play in a shed that is left behind by Parsi Theatre Company, which had come and performed there just before that. So that is the origin, we can say that. So, and this interest towards theatre has mostly developed because of the English education that was happening in those days in various universities all over the 4 cities like Chennai, Madras, Chennai, Calcutta, Bombay, some other thing. So, as you know, the English people, they used to import English theatre companies to come and perform in India. And some of the native English people who are there in East India Company and other places, they used to gather around and put up some amateur shows. So most of our youth in those days, influenced by this English education, they got inspired by some of the plays that were staged by these English companies and the amateur groups of English theatre. So again, it's almost the common history of all the linguistic theatres, either in Bengal or in Hindi, Tamil or any other language. Okay, nothing new. So let us get back to the progress of how it evolved. So the amateur theatre has developed, and it finally came into a professional theatre companies, where some of the Jamindars and Rajas of Telugu states have evinced interest to set up some companies, theatre companies, they used to engage the best of these amateur actors and started doing plays professionally, very professionally. And they used to have some scenic designers trained in Bombay and Maharashtra, some places like that. And they used to have painted sceneries. And they used to have a lot of music, mostly influenced by the classical music, the Carnatic music, to be more precise. So they used to have plays performed by the best of the amateur theatres actors, and then slowly these theatre companies have become very popular, and there used to be some fierce competition among various companies all over the Andhra Pradesh. So, and the company owners used to poach the best actors from other companies and drag them into their companies. So all this thing also has happened. But slowly, and I'm being very brief about this history, please pardon me. Slowly, these companies have vanished because of various reasons. One reason being that this poaching is one reason, and another reason is these companies ran into losses. And as you know, being an actor, I think I have a right to comment like that. Actors are very anarchic, and it is very difficult to manage them and control them and organize them. So due to that anarchy also, the companies are shut down, and all these major zamindars and rajas and all, I think when they look back, they lost so much of money and so much of thing, and they lost the interest. And so, and slowly in those days, in that period, a major development is the arrival of a contractor. A contractor has arrived. The contractor is a person who used to engage actors from various parts of the state and organize a play in one place. And it is mainly for profits. Okay. So it is called the contractor's age. For example, when these companies have shut down, many prominent actors, they started becoming freelance actors. And as it is, they are famous already with the audience. So their name is enough to sell the tickets. So this contractor has taken advantage of that situation. So he used to engage a person from Vizag, from Anantapur, or from Vijayawada, from various parts of the state. And as you know, you may raise a question here: how do they rehearse and how do they gather and rehearse? There is no necessity of rehearsals because the scripts are all very fixed. And those days there are many scripts which are standard scripts, which everyone knows, every actor knows. Mostly they are mythological, taken from Mahabharata and Ramayana and Bhagavatam. And there are some folk theatre plays also, but there are very few folk theatre plays, mostly Mahabharata. So they know they're all standard scripts. Everybody knows the entire script. So there is no necessity for rehearsals or any coordination. So these people, they used to come in the morning to the village or town where the play is scheduled. So in the morning they used to arrive, and even in the morning they never used to rehearse. Directly they go onto the stage and start performing. And the situation is so bad that the contractors, out of their greed, for example, if there is a role of Krishna, there used to be 3 to 4 actors as Krishna. Because some actors are good with the initial scenes, like what you call, it's called a padakasinu, bedroom scene. Bedroom scene, padakasinu is what you call, Duryodhana and Arjuna come to Krishna seek his help for the war. Okay, it is called padakasinu. So some actors used to excel in that, and some other actors used to excel in Raibaram scene. Raibaram, where Krishna goes to the Kauravas to negotiate the last minute negotiations before the war. So each actor is excellent in some parts of the play. So they used to engage 3 to 4 Krishna. Okay, so they used to perform, and okay, the minor actors used to be there, like Dhritarashtra, Karna, Vidura. Some other actors also used to be there. They used to take minor parts. Some of them are maybe trainees or amateurs who want to try their metal in the professional place. Maybe obviously they are not paid, but whereas these prominent actors are paid very handsomely. Okay, so this happened after the companies have been shut down. This phenomena continued for a while. But the problem with this phenomena is sometimes if the contractor thinks that the performance is going to lose, they are not going to be enough turnout. So he is to collect the collections that have come into the box office, and he is to vanish and leave the actors to the mercy of the audience. So the audience used to catch their collars and ask them, okay, we paid the money, so you have to act. So they are forced to perform the play. Okay. Sometimes the contractor never used to give them even fares to return back to their place. Okay. So somehow they used to do some jugaad and get back. And after these experiences and all, and as you know, here one most important development that is to be mentioned here is, in this period of time, music has dominated theatre. So whoever can sing, whoever can sing in a higher scale, or whoever can keep their breath as long as they could. So they used to get more applause, and there used to be instances where audience used to ask for once more. You know, once more, I don't know whether it is there in your culture or not. It's once more. Actually, this once more has 2 contexts. In the olden days, people used to say, call once more when they find that the actor has committed a mistake. So they used to give the actor another chance to correct the mistake and sing properly. But later, these once mores have become, it's a kind of an appreciation to the actor's singing prowess. So, and slowly, when there is no rehearsal, or when there is no discipline among the actors, so slowly the role of the director has vanished. Even today, you don't find a director, whereas you'll find a harmonist who trains the actors to sing a particular padyam in a particular raga. So, and in even today, you'll find in villages some people gather around and get hold of an harmonist and do the practice for months. Okay, so here at this stage, the harmonist has got the prominence over the director. So even today, you don't hear the name of a director for a verse play. Padya we call it Padya natakam. Padyam, you know what is Padyam? You understand? In Bengali, you understand Padyam?
Padyam,
Padyam is poetry, verse. Okay. It is written to meter, and it is set to a raga. So these are all padya natakams. And actually the scripts for these padya natakams were very, very excellent scripts. But the problem after music becoming prominent, they left out the theatrical parts and the dramatic parts in the script, and they used to take the popular padyams and sing them to the appreciation of the actors. So there is no ensemble acting in these padya natakams, okay, and there is no coordination between actors. And as I said, there is Krishna number 1, Krishna number 2, Krishna number 3, okay, like that, and there is no continuity in the theater, and the theatricality is lost. So this is how it happened. So then, after a few decades of this thing, some people, and of course here we have to mention about the origin of Surabhi Natakam. Surabhi Natakam is from Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh. So their origin is from Maharashtra. They are basically puppeteers. They migrated to Andhra Pradesh and Rayalaseema region, and they used to do the puppeteering, the puppets. Okay, after some time, one gentleman in that family got a bright idea. Why puppets? Why not live actors? So they started doing theater live. They slowly, gradually left out puppets, and they started a live theater company, which became popular. And it became so popular that at one point of time, this family has split into 24 companies because it grew so large that one company is not enough for them. So they established 24 companies. And let me dwell a little bit about this Surabhi Theatre for a while, because it's a very important development in theatre, because it is still there even in 2021 that Surabhi Theatre is still working. So it's a yes.
And sir, in this point, I just want to add. We want to know also this. You worked with Surabhi Theatre in your this breaks adaptation.
Yeah, I'll come to it when I start talking about my theatre.
With Vivekanand.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a very important point in my career also.
Yeah.
So, and these 24 companies, they used to tour all over Andhra Pradesh. At the time, I think it is the Andhra Pradesh has not been at form because we are still part of Madras presidency. So these people, they used to tour all over the Telugu-speaking states. Their modus operandi is like that. They used to carry everything of their own, right from the shed, the things that are needed to construct a shed, an auditorium, a stage, even costumes, properties, chairs, everything. So they used to go at least in 4 to 5 trucks to a village, and there they go to the village elders and seek their permission. And they used to take permission to construct their stage in a barren land. They used to dig their stage. I said digging a stage. It's not constructing a stage. Stage is at a ground level, and whereas they used to dig a pit for the audience. Okay, in that pit they used to arrange chairs, and around that On the stage also, they used to have a part of the stage that is visible to the audience, and peripheral to that stage, they used to have their own what you call cabins. Each family has its own cabin. The family may consist of wife and husband and children and small children or some months old babies, all that. And everybody is to be part of the play. For example, if you take the play of Krishna Leela, you'll find all the children gathering on the stage as Krishna's friends or Krishna or somebody. Okay, and in those cabins, everything is happening. They used to cook for their meals, and they used to fend for the children. They used to do the household chores while the play is on. Everything is happening. So once when they go to a village and dig the stage and set up their company, and to set up their shed and the stage, they used to take at least 10 to 12 days. And they used to stay there in that village for about 5 to 6 months. And in their repertoire, they used to have at least 7 to 8 plays. And in those days, they used to do some social plays also, other than mythologicals. Socially relevant plays also. And their schedule is every alternate day they used to have a play. So today, if they are performing, tomorrow it is going to be a holiday. And because in the absence of any entertainment other than theatre, in those days the cinema has not yet come. So people from the neighboring villages used to come there, having their own transport through on bullock carts or something, and they used to come and watch the play. And there used to be some ticket. Yeah, mind you, that's very important. The show is not free. They used to charge for the show. And after 6 months of their camp in a particular village, they used to have so much of revenue that they used to leave something for the village. For example, they used to construct a school, they used to construct a temple, or they used to dig a well or something like that. So imagine the kind of revenue they used to earn from the sale of tickets. That is the best part, the heydays of Surabhi Theatre Company.
Thank you ever so much for spending your time with us. We hope you have enjoyed watching the program. Before we say bye-bye, we have a little request. Please spend a second to click on the subscribe button. No, this is not a financial subscription. It only means that you have seen and liked the program and subscribing to this channel so that you can watch many more such programs that we intend to bring to you. Thank you once again.